You got it?
I know I said I wouldn't take any more videos while I'm at work, but that's a pretty view. Like a crack in the sky. Nice. Hello. So it is Wednesday evening, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video that I made last week of just like kind of clips throughout the week of my birthday. Just kind of some disclosure. I don't really like talk about my birthday. I don't really celebrate my birthday too much. Obviously, I like to hang out with my family on my birthday because, you know, they're kind of the ones that brought me into the world. But that was a really good time, getting to go to the Ducks game and then going and just being with my parents on my actual birthday and then getting to celebrate with my friends at the club, which I don't normally go and do all the time. But it is a new week, which means that there are new things to be done. Just to kind of summarize what this week has in store, I picked up a new motherboard for my computer because I took it to Micro Center, if you guys remember, and unfortunately they told me they can't fix it, and it's most likely the motherboard. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm getting a motherboard. So I picked one up. It's actually right here. This is gonna go in that. And it's basically like the same type of, I mean, it's a compatible motherboard for that computer. So I'll be putting that in sometime this week. Probably not tomorrow, maybe Friday? No, I'm busy Friday. I honestly don't know when that thing's going in because tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going over to my parents' house as I normally do. Friday, I'm going to a birthday dinner, which is going to be real nice. Saturday, I'm going and meeting a friend of mine, an old coworker of mine, for coffee in the morning. And then Sunday, I'm going skiing with a bunch of snowboarders. So that should be a good time. Lots to come this week. You know, as always, may or may not film all of it, some of it, as much as I can, really, that I feel is significant and worth capturing. And I'm sure it's all worth capturing. It's just a matter of, do I have the capacity to pull out my phone at that time and shoot something? But yeah, it's been a productive, eventful, good week outside of that as well. So one of the big things is this week I got back into the gym more significantly. I went and got that motherboard. I actually went and made some like lists of goals that I have, which is not something that I typically do. I don't really like think about that stuff. I just kind of like life is life, and like whatever I need to do needs to get done, and then I do it, and that's it. But I like sat down and I was like, okay, like what do I want to improve about myself? Like what do I want to do by the end of this year? And then I even put down like places that I want to visit just because traveling may be more of a possibility in my near future. But anyhow, it's been a good week so far. It is already Wednesday. As I said, we've got 4 days that actually have stuff going on in them. So that means you get to see some stuff here. I hope that as we wrap up this first month of the year, calendar, that you're doing well, you're keeping yourself out of trouble, and let's see where this week takes us, shall we? There's been a little bit of a change of plans. So it is now Thursday, and I just told you yesterday that today I'll be going to my parents' house, which I usually do every Thursday. But I actually had some other stuff to do right after work, so I told my parents, I will be seeing you today, which is sad. But that gives me a chance to do that, which is put the motherboard, that point where this thing, put that in there, put this in that. That's what I have time to do right now. But before I can put this in that, I have to get the other one out of there. So that might have to actually wait. So I'll walk this over. Crack this open. And get to work on taking the motherboard out of here. And the hardest part of this, because I don't know how this comes off, is the cooling unit. These pipes, these cables attach from here, which is on top of the CPU, and go up to these big old fans up in the top to help cool it off. But I can take this off. I've done it a couple times now. I can take all of the power cables out of here. I had to replace the PSU not too long ago as I was trying to fix it. But yeah, this thing's going to be a challenge. But without further ado, it's time to get started. Done that a couple times. And before I go too much further, I actually need to make sure that I know where all of these plugs go in the bottom of the motherboard, because I'm not sure I'm going to remember. So I'll take a couple of screenshots here. And so now at the very least I have kind of a couple of screenshots of what that looks like plugged into there. The other stuff I generally know where it goes, but those I'm not going to remember without some help. So I'm going to keep working on this. I'm not going to record all of it, but I will show you if anything happens and or once I get this thing out. Well, I did in fact get it off. I guess it just took a little bit of wiggling, because before I took all these screws out and these plates that were holding it in, but it like wasn't coming off, so I wasn't gonna like rip it off, you know. But I just did a little bit of wiggling and it came off. And that is a hell of a lot of thermal paste in there. But I think for the most part, I found all the screws that are in there. I just have to go about unplugging all the wires now. Alright, so I'm nearly there. Don't judge me, I have my headphones on. I'm nearly there. I've got all these screws and pieces and parts laying all over the place. And I'm pulling on this, and it seems like it's getting stuck in this bottom corner. And sure enough, this little thing was the last piece that was holding it in. And by that wiggle, I think I'm right. Oh no, there's one more right there. God damn it. Out with the old and in with the new. That was a lot more struggle than I anticipated. And honestly, I'm not 100% sure that it's gonna work, but the new motherboard is installed. I managed to get the processor back in. I'm very worried about the processor because I'm pretty sure I broke a pin on it. So now I'm gonna plug this back in, turn it back on, press the power button. Well, that's not good. So without going into too much detail, I did get it to power on. I got everything plugged back in, but I do need to do some more work before I can actually try and boot it back into Windows. But that's gonna have to wait till tomorrow because I am very tired and it is bedtime. So good night, and I'll see ya very soon. Well guys, you're not gonna believe this, but it is still not fixed. If we take a step over here, I am in my Friday outfit. It is now Friday, and I am on my way to that birthday party that I mentioned. Well, we're going to a restaurant, but it's for a birthday, so that's where I'm headed. Not sure if I'm going to be able to film anything there, but I wanted to give you the update on the computer and just, you know, looking okay, looking all right. I mean, it looks good, right? Right? Action shots. Excitement. People that that's why Saturdays and grab the keys, grab the tools, grab un Wasser. Thank you very much. And to go and grab a coffee. And blue skies today are supposed to be stormy skies tomorrow. So, shaping up to be a pretty nice weekend. another Saturday means another run. And it also means that I have got a hot date with you. We're going to have a great time together. All right, that was a good run. I like that one. I actually managed to do the full run. Didn't really know how long I was going to run. But I did the whole run without my knees hurting this time. So there was no pain, there was no hip pain, no knee pain, not really any pain. I did kind of get worried in the beginning because like not even 10 minutes into it, my joints were kind of like twinging and I was like, oh no. So I just kind of modified my running to be less stiff and more like springy, you know, like actually flex the joints and stuff. Now that that's over, I'm on my way to my parents' house since I didn't get to see them on Thursday. And I'm gonna see if they want to go to dinner or something. Maybe they already have, you know, dinner planned for themselves, but might as well offer it up, see if they want to go get sushi or something. And I'm bringing them cookies. Cookies for you. I was at the coffee shop and there were 3 little Girl Scouts that came up and were like, "You want cookies?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do."
Heck yeah. They came to our door too today when I was gone.
Oh, they did. Oh no. Oh no.
You met your mom. That's okay.
Well, good thing I didn't bring all 3 then, because you have the other 2 that I got as well.
Oh, shoot.
It's okay, you big girl. Go, boop, boop. I'm back in the car because I've been tasked with getting some food. And the food has been acquired. I've recorded this dialogue about, this is now the 3rd time because I want to make sure that I get it right. So you won't have seen the other 2. However, let's just have a conversation. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually had like a deep thought or a deep topic that I've just shared on one of these. And I apologize for the lighting. It's nighttime outside, so I had to turn my little car light on here. But I just wanted to share something with you because it's special to me, and I thought maybe, you know, it's something that you guys could relate to, and maybe it would bring back a special memory or a special feeling for you, or, you know, make you think about someone special. So there's been a few times in my life that a person has come in and just without even trying, without even doing anything, without even knowing it, probably even, I'm sure, just intrinsically motivates me or makes me feel more secure or makes me feel more calm, just like when they're around or when you're thinking about them or anything like that. And it's like this passive but powerful energy that just makes you feel alive. And I've had enough experiences to know that that doesn't always last forever. You know, sometimes that very same person that makes you feel that way, maybe they don't, you know, a little ways down the road. Or maybe you meet people like that that then exit your life and they still make you feel that way, even if they're not a part of your life anymore. Well, I feel like I've been very fortunate because it's not something that I would have really, or I feel that people should go through life expecting to find for themselves. It's kind of like just this extra special thing because this person just pops up in your life and they make you feel a certain way, and you get to like kind of do with that what you will. Everybody takes different actions on it. Some people might, you know, tell the person about it. Some people might keep quiet about it. Just depends on the situation, I suppose. But if you catch me daydreaming or anything like that, if you know me in my personal life, that's probably why. I just wanted to share that because I feel very fortunate and grateful, and you know, like whether they know it or not, it's really nice to have people come into my life that are like that, because it's just random. Like it feels like it's just totally random, and I don't know, I just kind of feel blessed. If you know what I'm talking about, that's awesome. You know, I'm glad that you've had someone in your life that's made you feel that way. And whether they're around or not, just know that you might be that person for somebody else. Like it's totally possible. And they might tell you about it, or they might keep quiet about it, but it's such a good, positive feeling. So I thought I'd share that because that's part of my current state of affairs. And like I said, maybe it'll bring back a special memory or something into your mind and make you feel warm and cozy, even if just for a second. And with these experiences, one of the most beneficial, I don't know, one of the things that has been helpful to learn is that there's no real expectations. I think when people feel this way, sometimes they feel like there's only one path to take, but I've kind of learned that that's not always true. And sometimes you can just enjoy a thing for what it is just because it's there. Like, you don't have to question it or try to dig deeper into it. Like, if it's already good, like, just let it be good.